I invested almost $1 million into Myria games, and I've got some interesting things to show you in this video. I'm also going to break down why I decided to do so, the risks involved, because there is a lot of them, and I'll give you a special sheet that you can download at the end, which is going to include the whole presentation and one more gift I have for you. My name's Tyrell. I've made all my money from Upwork and other side hustles. They really do work, and I use that to invest into crypto. And this channel is all about showing you how you can do the same too. We purchased 100 nodes in this one transaction. So I got some evidence for you, because I know some people like to make things up. I got some evidence. This is one purchase. I also have another purchase of OTC nodes, and we also almost doubled down on this transaction as well. So getting close to almost 200 nodes that we have, and the rewards from them, I'm going to break them down later on. I'm also going to break down the maths and predictions as well with a little calculator. But first of all, let's have a look at Myria Games and the utility of the token, because there isn't actually that much utility at the moment, and that's one of the things that I'm actually quite upset about when it comes to the Myria team, right? Myria team, if you're watching this, we need more utility. We need staking, right? There is no need to hold the token right now. There will be in the future, because as you can see, they're going to be releasing staking, protocol fees, governance, additional in-game utility, and exclusive NFT purchases. Now, when it comes to gaming projects, one thing that you have to remember, especially projects like this, which is a gaming studio, is these things take time. They're not always the best straight away. For example, if you look at EA Games right now, right, they just released UFC 5, but it doesn't have online. There's going to be a few glitches in the game, and it's going to take them a while to figure it out. And that's a $1 billion company. So what do you think is going to be like when Myria Games releases the game? It's not going to be great. It's going to take a while for it to start, and it might take a few years for them to release the game. These are things that you have to take into consideration when you're making investments like this. I don't see a lot of people talk about it. I see so many people like, yeah, this project's going to be great. It's going to do all these things. And I'm like, yeah, but where's the timeline? Like, how realistic is this? You know, what are the facts? And that's one of the things that you should definitely take into account, because remember, guys, 90% of startups fail. Myria could still fail, but I have a lot of faith in it, and that's why I put my money where my mouth is. Now, the next thing, when you can see here, Myria Games is listed on KuCoin, OKX, and Uniswap, so it's fairly accessible. I recommend, listing on Bybit. Hopefully they get listed on Binance over time. Myria can have a lot more catalysts for the future, and that's why I like these types of tokens. When you're usually comparing this to Gala Games, for example, Gala Games is listed everywhere, right? If you go to Gala and you go down to markets, it's on Binance, it's on Kraken, it's on KuCoin. This is 16 pages, guys. Bitstamp, Bitfinex, Gemini, everywhere, right? Myria Games is on a few exchanges, got 2 pages, right? So imagine how much more volume it's got to enter the market, right? Again, not something a lot of people are talking about. Right now, it's an early project. It's in its infancy stage. And when you have stuff like that, it gives you a catalyst, and it gives you, fuel for the fire for the future, okay? And when people do that, that's when they start buying the token, because they want to see the pump when it gets listed. Here you can also see the tokenomics. And I recommend you guys go and have a look at tokenomics for yourself. In short, the ecosystem fund is 40%. Node emissions is 36%. The project and team is only 19%. The TGE and liquidity provisions is 3%, and the strategic rewards is 2%. So not that bad, not that deep. And an interesting thing is that it's only 2 years for the team. So that's fairly nice, right? So they're getting close to having all of their tokens and stuff like that. So you can see kind of why it's staying at this price. And I've got some interesting predictions to make at the end in terms of how far this could go. And how much money you could possibly make, or I plan to make, on Myria as well in the future. So that's the website for now. I recommend you guys go and take a look at it. You can take a look at myria.com. But now we have some interesting things. So I want to ask you, I want to let you guys know, right? Why do we have so much confidence? Well, it's simple, right? First, I want to make it abundantly clear. Not all investments work. I expect half of them to fail. Why? And that's because, again, 90% of startups fail. This is why having a diversified portfolio and also having cash flow is very important. That's why I teach people have cash flow. make money online, right? I show people for free, no questions asked, because I want you guys to be able to deploy into projects, not having to take money out of one investment, swap it for another, take money out of that, swap it for another, right? That's gambling, right? It compounds, but eventually it's going to fail, okay? And warning, don't buy a node. If you're broke, get a job, start a business, and yeah, get your money up. No, I'm joking, right? So rewards calculator, okay? Rewards calculator, you can see it here. This is the calculator that came out when we decided to invest into Myria. Now, there are tons and tons of variables here. I want to first off start off by saying this calculator was brought out before the nodes came out. So now node emissions have lowered. They have halving cycles every 2 years. And there are tons of other variables. But I wanted to give this to you guys in the link in the description to download after this video. So you can add in the data here and the variables. And you can compare it to Gala Games' market cap. And then you can look at the rewards for yourself. And you can go, okay, you know, if I invest X amount and Myria gets to X market cap, then that will give me X rewards based on the rewards that are going on at the moment. Rewards are based on a scoring system, but we have scored every single month. We have never missed a month of rewards. So they are coming in and they are cashing out, and they cash out just takes 2 days. So it's a very impressive, if you ask me. Now, in terms of the price, it's very simple, right? Myria Games right now is down 76% from all-time high. It's currently dancing around at a $13 million market cap with only less than $1 million of volume every single day. The circulating supply right now is about $6 billion and the total supply is $50 billion. Fully diluted market cap of 99 million. If we go and we have a look at Gala Games right now, Gala Games is at a fully diluted market cap of 761 million. Total supply is 27 billion tokens. Circulating supply is 25 billion. The volume right now is over $100 million every single day. And the market cap is at about $383 million. So if we compare the two, you can clearly see that just even at this market cap, which for Gala Games, it spent almost 3 years at this price. And if you compare it with some basic, you know, just looking at the chart, I'm not going to say TA because that's not TA. But if you just look at the price, right, you're seeing we stay at a kind of flat line and then we pump into the bull market. Flat line, when the bull market comes, obviously it's going to pump to all-time high. We don't know. But if we just look at this price, which is CEOs arguing with each other, terrible news, all types of bad press, unconfidence everywhere. Everybody's scared to hold Gala Games right now. And they're still sat at over $300 million market cap. You look at Myria Games right now, all the confidence, all the hype online. I'm looking at the comments. I'm seeing people like Myria Games, future. I'm looking on YouTube and seeing low market cap gem, low market cap gem. I'm looking in the community. Everybody's happy. Everybody's enjoying things. $13 million market cap. So, in my opinion, right, being somebody that has made a ton of money in this game, I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, at least a 10 to 15x from this price. At least, bare minimum. And there's confidence in that. There's confidence in that, right? Because even a 10x is nowhere near $383 million, right? Nowhere near, right? You're talking over a 20x, right? About 24x, 25x. You guys can let me know the specifics in the comments. And that's on market, liquid at this price. Never mind the node rewards, guys. Never mind the node rewards, which I'm going to compare and get into later on. So that's my prediction. You guys can let me know yours. I'm always pessimistic with these ones. I don't want to be the guy coming in saying it's going to do 100x, it's going to do 50x. No, I've made those calls before. I only make it when I'm confident. You guys remember Drive? I got paid 30x in 24 hours. Big up you guys, right? Myria, I'm thinking 10 to 15x bare minimum. But if they do solve these problems, like I said, I had some few concerns. No staking. We need some more token utility. We need to get some more hype to get listed on a few more exchanges after BTC halving. If we get those three things, right, hype, utility, get listed on the exchange after BTC halving, this will do more than that, possibly even 100x, right? And you can see that in a few days when you can look at Gala Games and you see the hype, right? You see the hype. It just takes a few days, okay? So that's it for the Myria price prediction. That's it for the node rewards. But I do have one more thing. What I'm currently doing with my strategy, with my node rewards, is I'm making about 2 to 3% every single month. And what I'm looking to do with that 2 to 3% is sell that and invest that into A, my business, B, the crypto list, or C, right, other investments or trades or like short-term swings or scalp trades, right? So I'm not spending it on anything which isn't bringing in more money, okay? And if you're in a position right now where I've had so many people message me and they're like, Tyro, I've gone bust, I've run out of all my money, I need my crypto to put petrol in my car, you need to get a job and you need to get your income up, right? And that's why at the bottom of this list, I've also put opportunity where you can get started completely for free. It's a different video. It's a whole 2-hour free course. And that's step by step will show you how to get back on your feet. And it's also going to give you enough cash flow to invest into the crypto list, which you can see is one way I hired a hedge fund to build me out a list and I gave it away for free. And that whole portfolio has over 20x price prediction in it. So let's compare the Myria rewards to the Gala Games rewards. Now, if you look at the node price for Gala Games, it's currently anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000. And you look at the Myria Games, it's only $4,500. So you could almost get 10 Myria nodes for the price of one Gala Games nodes. Now, the rewards are also fairly similar. Right now, you're getting 2 to 3% a month. The last time I checked, every day it changes. So please, guys, don't go crazy, right? 2 to 3%, which is very impressive for an investment. If you compare that to buying a property or buying a car, which you lose half of it when you drive off the thing, or buying a watch, for example, which is a fixed asset, which doesn't give you any other returns. I feel like this is a pretty decent asset, right? It's definitely an asset and not a liability. Now, the price is low and the rewards are high. Whereas with Gala Games, the price is high and the rewards are fairly meaty, right? Pretty much in the middle. So that's the reason why I decided to go with buying a ton of Myria nodes rather than buying a few Gala nodes. And you can also see that, you know, Gala has a ton of bad press, and I attached a little bit there. And there is also something going around at the moment where they're saying that Gala Games nodes were actually purchased and misused by the CEO, which is crazy, right? So imagine the CEO printing loads of nodes to use for himself. And then that's probably, people are saying that that is the reason why the initial dump happened, because he was selling off the node rewards that he was made himself. Crazy stuff in this space, right? But you can see that Myria also has some problems, right? I don't want to be a junkie here. I'm going to give you the facts. And again, if you're a team from Myria, please fix these things for us. We need this, right? We need more token utility. We need games. And also, it's a brand new project. There's nothing you can do about that. It's only been around for a year and a half. And most things don't survive 5 years. So if we get to 5, confidence goes through the roof. But right now, we're at about a year and a half. And I expect to see some growing pains and some turbulence inside the Myria ecosystem. And that opens up opportunities as an investor. Because as an investor, your mindset needs to be different. You identify problems as opportunities. You identify volatility as an area to make money rather than to run away. And it's a completely different mindset that you need to have in this space than you would have in another industry, especially than you'd have as a normal employee, right? It's a crazy thing to get your mind around, but if you can do it, I promise you will have a lot of success. To conclude, guys, I invested a lot of money in this project. Obviously, I enjoy it. Obviously, I do think it's done well, but I wanted to keep this as a no-nonsense, even-sided decision. You guys can let me know if you prefer Myria Games or Gala Games and what you think the potential is for the future. Let me know. I always keep a community going on. This video was actually inspired by a comment that you guys left. So keep on commenting and I'll keep making videos. And if you want to see the crypto list, you can check out the next video. And down below, you can also download this presentation for yourself. Peace.